brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2K Sports. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the San Antonio Spurs. Last game for San Antonio, they ended up with a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. They got caught flat-footed, lost a game they felt should have been theirs. Looking to turn the page here. Shaq, certainly some interesting guys to look at when you take a look at the Sacramento Kings roster. DeMarcus Cousins, Ben McLemore. Anybody really grab your attention on that team?
Well, I think DeMarcus Cousins is the man to watch. You know, he moves well for his size. He can dominate most teams. You know, he's 6'11", a long wingspan, can play inside, can play outside. The key for DeMarcus Cousins is, can he keep his composure?
That's a good look at the Sacramento Kings, and that'll wrap it up from our studio. Back with more later.
We're here in California's capital, Sacramento, and a look here at the Capitol building. Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. This game in Sacramento marks the start of a homestand for the Kings. After dropping the first 3 games of the season, they need to turn it around.
And we thought coming into this season that this club might have some holes, and unfortunately for them, that's been pretty much the case. Now it's a matter of, can you plug them up and can you gain some momentum as a club and kind of turn things around?
Well, Steve, you know I'm ever optimistic. So I'm going to look on the bright side. At least they've identified what needs to be corrected early in the season, and then they've got plenty of time to get things fixed.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Gay. Another miss by Gay. And here's Leonard. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Leonard. "12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Collison kicks to Gay on the wing. The shot misses. Here's Green. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And that does it for the first quarter. It's San Antonio leading by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Tune in next Wednesday, November 19th. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Don't miss it.
Come on. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Sacramento, Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Miller is out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Caspi in at the small forward. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game. But they can be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Jarrett Williams checked in for Cousins, and Ray McCallum subbed in for Ben McLemore. Passes to Caspi. He's looking for Landry and finds him. That's blocked. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. No good on the buzzer beater. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much work put in off the bench thus far. When we see that second unit after the break, what are you hoping to see from them?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going and the ball moves. They don't play in a crowd. And just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll see, Coach. Thanks for the time. Guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. On defense, Sacramento trailing by 2. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, and it's Parker in at the point guard position. Now, here's Collison. Out to the wing. McLemore, the pass to Collison. The dish to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Leonard. It's Gay with the drive. From deep, McLemore, and he gets it to go. McLemore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Parker dishes to Splitter. And the rejection by Cousins. 23 seconds left in the third. Collison with it. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 to shoot. For the lead. Rebound, San Antonio. Clark, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
Yeah, they rolled through.
Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a
I
shot!
think that one was
at
good.
the buzzer!
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
Tune in Friday, November 21st. Pau Gasol and the Chicago Bulls take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers. Live from Portland. Big time hoops coming your way.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Rudy Gay is out there with Caspi. Then it's McLemore, and there's Collison, and it's Landry in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Just a tiny lead for him.
Yeah, but a chance to make it grow here.
And Ginobili, here we go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Spurs passing it around. Ginobili the pass to Duncan. The shot will not go. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Pass to McLemore. Back to Collison. Caspi for 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan. San Antonio with the ball. It's a 1-point game.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
And so here's Sacramento. Gay left side. No good. Great D that time from Duncan. It's stolen by McLemore. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
You know, when he's got that kind of a height advantage on the defender, it's just too easy for him to rise up and get the shot off.
Ginobili attacking. Count it!
Boy, just terrible defense there.
Steve, really just a layup line for the most part. I mean, not much defense at all either way.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.